Okay, in order to be relevant, this video you're about to watch is being posted before some other videos that were made before this video. So my videos are going to be out of sync, but this video, because of the tropical storm that we are expecting tonight and tomorrow, I'm going to try and get this video posted right here this evening on Friday, September 22nd, and then the one or two videos after this are going to be out of sync and they will have been recorded before this video, but that's okay. Enjoy. Friday morning, September 22nd, we are under a coastal flood warning and a tropical storm warning. Coastal flooding, 2 to 4 feet tides above normal, so 2 to 4 feet above normal, so more than likely we're going to have flooding here at the farm. And then the tropical storm warning is for winds 25 to 30 miles an hour. They're blowing here a little bit now. What are they? They're about 10 to 12 miles an hour right now. But tomorrow morning, Saturday, 25 to 30 miles an hour, gusts to 50 miles an hour, rain 2 to 5 inches of rain. So yeah, of course we get the rain now because we don't need it. So I've got some things to do around here to batten down the hatches. I've got to check all of the barn doors, make sure they're tied shut pretty good. Check on my daughter's boat. Hopefully she's pulled that out of the water. I'm going to finish up this combine, just a few more things to do inside with the cab, and then I can get that in the barn. And then just check everything else to make sure there's nothing that's going to blow away. Flooding, there's not much I can do about that. If it's going to flood, it's going to flood. I don't have any equipment down on the shoreline at the moment, so I don't have to worry about that flooding. I may have, I'll have to check in one barn to make sure I have my grain drill sitting up and not down on the ground, because if it is down on the ground, that water can get up into those bearings when it floods into that barn there. So I will verify that. But I think the last time I put it away, I did lock it in the up position. So let me get all this stuff done before I get my ass wet. But it's not supposed to start raining until after sunset tonight, I believe. So yeah, I've got all day to get everything cleaned up and put away. Okay, the wind is picking up. I think we're having gusts up to 25 miles an hour right now. Okay, I've pulled the grease gun out. Let me slather some grease on this green machine. Okay, I'm doing the 400 hour or once a year greasing on this machine. So I've got to climb way up there and get the one for that drive shaft. There are a couple of tricky ones on here, and this one is one of them, up on this drive shaft. And let's see if I can turn it around to where the fitting is. All right, I think I got it around in the position I need. Let's see if I can get up in here. Yeah. There we go. And I've got one on the other end of that drive shaft in the grain tank. That one's not so bad. And now up here in this pulley, there's another one right there. Come on around and stay right there. All right, those are probably the worst ones as far as trying to climb up and get to them. You like those acrobatic skills, don't you? Okay, I think I have everything on the ground level. Whoa, 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 whoa. Almost dropped the grease gun. Okay, now I've got to climb up into the grain tank and get that last one. Let's make sure I got enough grease. Yep. Enough battery power. Yep. I need to get a pair of pliers. Okay, I'm gonna try to kill 2 grease zerks with one trip. There is a grease fitting up on that 90-degree auger, unload auger, but it's on the inside, I believe. So I'm going to back this combine out so I can swing that auger out. So when I get up there to get in the grain tank, I will grease that other end of the drive shaft and then get back out and climb out and grease the one on this unloading auger. All right, I've got to climb back up here and verify this grease fitting is in the right spot here. So in theory, if this grease fitting is in the right spot on this end, then when I climb inside and take the cover off, it'll be in the right spot on the other end to grease it. So it saves me a trip of climbing back down to spin everything to get that thing where it needs to be. Wow, you can hear that wind picking up. Bam, right there is the grease fitting. And this is a fire hazard. I've got to, I guess, blow through here. So this tube, so that drive shaft comes off of that gearbox back there, comes up in here, and then there's another gearbox right under here. Well, this tube gets filled up with trash and dust, just like you see right there, and that can create a fire hazard. So I'm going to have to get my air hose and blow through there. I can put this cover back on and I can blow from that end down here and it'll blow it out there. Okay. Now I've got to climb out here. All right, don't fall. Okay, enough of the acrobats. Let's park this baby in the barn before it starts raining. Well, Okay, I did not leave the drill up when I backed it in here, so before I can back the combine in here, I've got to go get a tractor, hook up to this, and lift this thing up and put it in the locked position. Otherwise, water will get into this barn, and I have seen it. This is about 8 inches. I have seen 8 inches of water get in here and come above these bearings, so that's not good. Off the ground, so if the water gets that deep, we've got other problems. Let me walk over here and check all of these barn doors, make sure they're tied down good. I'm going to leave this door open. We've got a chain right there holding it. Let's see, this door here. Let me tie it here at the bottom. All right, we've got it tied here at the top. Tied. Chain on that one. Chain on that one. Chain on that one. Chain there. Chain there. I should probably put the bar up here just so that wind doesn't blow this door in. Down to the other end. All right, I've got one door open. I think I'm going to leave it open. Let me tie this one a little bit tighter. And see, this is what happens with the amount of wind that we get. It has put so much pressure on this door at one point that it has broken this bottom brace. All right, tied. Got bars on the outside to hold it. Tied. Chain there, and I've got a chain on this end as well, so these doors are good. On to the next barn. Okay. I probably need to tighten that one up a little bit. Okay, this one is tight as well, and bars in the outside to hold them all the way across. This one is good. I think my daughter said she was going to pull her boat up. I hope the mouth of the creek is closed so we don't get that tidal surge in here. The tide really isn't high at the moment, but it could get, if the mouth of this creek is open, then we will get a tide coming in here and it will flood this pier. we have raised it up a little bit. I think we raised it about, I didn't. I think my brother did raise it about 6 inches. Okay, everything else looks all right here. Oh, I've got a piece of plywood here that may go sailing. This barn we don't have any problem with water getting into. We have just a slight hill as it goes up. That barn some water will get into, but we don't have much in there. A couple of boats and that's about it. That will be okay. I have seen it. I have seen the water as high as about here, I guess, on this barn, but this is a low spot in the barn. It kind of goes up from there. I've never seen water inside of this barn where these tractors are parked. This whole, and I've shown pictures before on my channel and video where this whole road will flood when we get some of these events. It will have a couple inches of water across this road here all the way over to those other barns. And now let me check on this end of the barn. I've got my trailer hooked to the truck here. We've still got one more door. This is actually my door for my house. We've taken the other doors and windows off of this trailer. I had used this trailer and I went to Pennsylvania. It's been more than a month ago to pick up some doors and windows for different people. So last door on here is my door. Hopefully next weekend we'll get that in. I think I'm just gonna leave this hooked up just like it is. This door over here is good. I can probably tighten that one and this one a little bit. Yep. Okay, and I've got a rope around here holding this outside door open, or closed rather. But this isn't going to do, that's not going to swing a whole lot with that rope on the other end there. Okay, I think I've done as much as I can do to keep the wind from hurting us too bad. Augers are in the down position. We have had, at least our long one, we've had those go over before, especially when we have them up to the bend during harvest season. Get a gust of wind in here that you're not expecting overnight and lays these things flat on their side and bends them up pretty bad in some cases. Well, we've seen these things blow before. There's not a lot I can do with them. I guess I can unscrew these valves, take the valves out of them, so in case they do blow, it doesn't break the valves up. I think I'll do that. There's nothing in there. I guess I could put 100 gallons of water in each one. That would hold them down as well. But then if I don't take the water out before wintertime, because I'll have no more use for these, then the damn things will freeze inside of there and maybe crack the tanks open. What do we do? What do we do? I think I'm just going to take the valves off of them. Well, there's not much more we can do to prepare for the storm. All we can do now is sit back and wait for it to come and pray that the good Lord doesn't make things too difficult for us. Yeah, it's Friday afternoon now. It is almost 3 o'clock. Yep, it's 3 o'clock. We've got winds right now about 15 miles an hour out of the northeast. They have been steady all day long out of the northeast. Let's see if our wind gusts have gotten any worse than they were. 72 degrees right now. Hey, we've had a wind peak. The last time I talked, it was a 22 was our peak. Now we've had a peak of 28.6 miles per hour. Going to be an interesting evening. Let me look at the radar. We've had a few peaks of sun today, not a whole lot. Raining down in Norfolk right now. So has just come into Norfolk, it looks like, in the last hour or two. So we're still, let me put this in motion. We're still, based on the current track and the current movement, I would say we're still 3 or 4 hours away from rain. So yep, about sunset. Okay, I'm going to wrap this video up. Hopefully when I see you on the other side in the next video, we will have fared this and had very little water, very little wind, very little rain. But I'm afraid we're going to end up getting a lot of all of that. So time will tell. All right, until next time, I'm going to say see ya. It's a little windy.
It is a little windy.
Here, you get that one. I can hold it. I can hold the back. Oh. Yeah, this is going well.
Hey, don't judge. We have to have boots on.
It's not on there the straightest, but I couldn't hold it that well. I think it already had some water in it. Good Lord. When was the last time you checked these?
Last week. As I said, they're good at fishing for themselves.
Oh, missed that one. That one's not coming out. Oh, so close.
Sorry, buddy. You lost your opportunity.
Oh, you bugger. Ow! You let off of my foot. You don't want that to put back in there? Is that one dead? Yep. Yeah, it is. That one won't flip over.
I'll do a call. You're gonna lose it. Good fun.
Almost, there you go.
Okay, buddy, I'm gonna need you to go in that hole.
You're taking it